Well, good morning, guys. It's Chris, your YouTube daddy here. I'm back at it. I'm back working in the burger bar and the bingo. Obviously, as you've been watching, this will be now part 5. So the floor's down, as you can see. There we go. I've started to put the steel table back and stuff like that. I've decided, while I'm here, I might as well retile these sides. Because I used these stick-on tile things, which, to be fair, aren't very good. So I'm now going to replace them with proper ceramic tiles. So the job I'm going to do now is I'm going to rip all of these old tiles off here and ceramic tile the whole lot. I'm going to do that side, and underneath there. These are all right to start with, but I've had these up a couple of years. These are just these stick-on tiles. And yes, they looked all right to start with, but to be fair, after a couple of years of it, it's not looking that good now. So I'm going to rip these tiles off now and replace them. I thought, while I'm doing tiling, I might as well do it all. I said they're just not very good at all, these tiles. You can see how they've started to lift up. So they shouldn't take, hopefully, too long to come off. They're only stuck on. I can't remember if I glued them on or something, I can't remember. No, I nailed them on as well. I'm having a new coffee machine as well. At the moment, I've got just a hot water dispenser. But I've got one of these posh coffee machines coming that can do lattes and all this kind of stuff. So the new for this year, well, for next season, will be a new coffee machine here, which will do all the posh coffees and stuff like that. So at the moment, it's just hot water. I'll be honest, the reason I'm doing this is I bought all that grouting, and I've only used half of it for the floor, and I had a load of tiles left in the back. So it's actually not going to cost me anything because I've already got the stuff here. And this will only take me a couple of hours to do. There you go. That's one off. Can you see it there? Just trying to work out the light's really good. Yep, that's all right. I'm just generally trying to tidy the place up, and it'll also make it easier for when I clean up at the end of every session. Okay, that's another one off. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to carry on stripping this off. Yep, so you can see the general idea of what I'm doing at the moment. And then once this is all stripped off, I'll show you it's stripped off, and then we'll start tiling it. So let's just take one more off. I've still got to go into the bingo and finish the 2 last bits on the floor. But to be fair, I want to have it all done before I go on holiday. And I'm not going on a holiday until the 6th of January. So I've basically got between now and then. So there's that week between Christmas and New Year, isn't it? Which everybody's bored and nobody does anything. Well, I'll be down here finishing off these jobs. Let's just carry on snipping this off. Okay, as I said, I'll carry on stripping this off. That's half of them off already. And I'll show you what it's like once I've stripped it all off. And then we'll start tiling this. See me 1 second. Right, all the tiles are off now. And what I'm going to get rid of now is the loose paint from underneath. Because obviously I need to have a clear surface. There's always so many elements when you do a job like this that you have to consider. I'm using a razor knife at the moment. I don't have to get it all off, I just have to get all of the loose stuff off. Because obviously this has a lot of water and a lot of grease in this area. So I need it so it doesn't go underneath and it doesn't contaminate it and ends up lifting it up. Like every job you do, it's all about the preparation. I'm using that cliche, I've used it before, and I honestly believe this. Piss poor preparation equals piss poor performance. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. There's a couple of naff cliches there for you, but they are true. Get your foundation work done properly, and then it'll stop me creating problems later on. So that's it all off, as long as I get all the loose paint off. As you see over the years, this has been painted multiple colours. Okay, I'm just going to carry on cleaning this off, getting the bulk of it down, and then once it's cleaned off, we'll then start tiling it. Okay, this is probably going to take me about half an hour to strip this down completely, and you don't want to be spending half an hour watching me scrape paint. Okay, I'll see you in 1 second, don't go away. Right, I've got all the loose paint off, so what I'm doing now is just going over with the damp cloth and make sure there's no grease or any loose left, and also any nails. because obviously when I had the other tiles down I had nails on them as well, so I need to make sure that everything's completely flat. Oh, there's another nail. Oh, another nail. Well, that seems to have got the bulk of it off. Now I'll just dry it up with a little bit of blue roll. Right, that appears to be it. Let me just quickly go around and check there's no more nails. Put that one there. Okay, so I'm going to use nice plain white tiles, so it's going to be nice and simple. I just need to make sure where I'm going to go from. So if I go from that edge there, that means I haven't got to cut anything there. That makes life nice and easy. And take it right up to the edge. Okay, so let's have a quick look at me. Is it across it's going to be? It works out whether I have to cut any or not. I have got a cutter, but I hate cutting tiles. It's easier to do whole tiles. And if I don't have to cut them, it does make, you don't get any cracks or anything like that on them, so it does make life a bit easier. Yep, that'll do, nice and simple. There we go. I haven't got a cut any. Perfect. Okay then, I'm going to start grouting it up now. And then we'll start banging the tiles on. And hopefully, I don't need any cuts on them. Which will make my life a lot easier. I'm all for the easy life, me guys. So it's going to be from here across there. Okay then, so let's start grouting them. Oh, before I do that, I just need to go get some spacers. I think I've got some in the back. Back in 1 second, then we'll go get some spacers. Right, good news is I found some spacers. You'll see what they are in a second. Exactly the same as I did the floor, get it nice and even. We'll start banging the tiles down. Hence spacers. If you don't have any spacers, a box of matches will do. Does anywhere sell matches anymore? I'm sure they do. I'm just going to put it this way a little bit, because I wanted it to go to that edge there, don't I? This way a little bit, this way, just to make sure it's level. Make sure it's pushed down right. The spacers are in. I hope you can get a good enough shot of this, because it's quite dark where I'm working, but you get the general idea, don't you? hoping I've got enough grout. So this will take space at both sides now. Do you remember this whole DIY and building stuff and all that lot isn't complicated. There is actually nothing complicated about what we do here. It's just time consuming. That's all it is. You can spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on getting builders in and stuff like that to do it all, and they won't do any better job. All you pay for is their time. There we go. Does that look better already? Never looks 100% good until you've actually took them all off and grouted them all in. You know, I wasn't even planning to do this today. I was actually planning to just put the burger bar back together and then go into the bingo. But I thought, while I've got the grout and while I'm in the mood for tiling, I might as well. Not going to hurt, is it? Like I say, it's going to take me a couple of hours tops. Come tomorrow, half an hour to grout it up, which won't take long. Just move this a little bit. Check we can still see what I'm doing. Yep. Like I say, it will just make my life a bit easier when it comes to cleaning up at the end of every shift. It's a lot easier than what I did. And as I've said, the other tiles were starting to look a bit dishevelled. I am going to have to cut the corner off the bit here where the water goes in, but that won't take long. He says, hopefully. So have you done all your Christmas shopping? So what day is it today? So this will be, this video will be up tomorrow, which will be Christmas Eve. So you'll be all waiting for Santa, won't you? Just make sure they're pushed down properly. These type of tiles are really cheap anyway. As I said, I had some left from a job I was doing ages ago, so I thought I might as well use them up. But these tiles are pretty cheap, to be fair. I can't remember how much they were, but they weren't expensive. Obviously, plain white tiles are nice and easy. So tomorrow, which will be Christmas Eve, I will come down and I will start to grout it all up. I just really wanted to tidy this area up here, just to because I'm having a new copy machine here as well. And the problem is when you're making coffee and stuff like that, you obviously get a lot of spillage, don't you? And which has been getting under them other tiles. To be fair, I put them other tiles up a few years ago. And it was just time for them to be changed. Right, what's in here? Let's have a quick look at this. This is been caught. Take that wire anyway there. Going to move this back a little bit so I can get into this. Can you see where I'm working? Yep. What I'll do is, because of the tight space, I'll actually put the grout straight into these last 4 tiles rather than putting it onto the side, because it will just make it easier to put it in there. It doesn't matter which way you do it. As you can see, I put the grout on the underside of the tile. Even get a spacer. I'm going to do these 2 next, and then I'll do that one last because that's the one that I've got to cut a notch out of it. Right, pop a spacer in there, and then just the penultimate tile. Goes there. Push down, couple of spaces. Don't look, I've only got 3 spaces left. And just wipe the excess. Okay, so just make sure these are all pushed down right. Okay, I'm just going to go off and cut a bit out of the tile here. I think I've got a tile saw somewhere. I'll go find it out. Back in 1 second, guys. I didn't have the actual cutter because I just wanted to cut a notch out of it. So I've actually got a tile cutter which can cut the whole length of a tile. So I've had to cut it into 2 bits. You'll see what I mean in a second. So put the first bit on. Get the edge right. But there, now I need a couple of these on here to make sure they're spaced. And then the bit I have left over, which is that bit there, just need to work out, cut that there. That's the tile cutter that I'm using there. That bit can go into there. Some spaces here. Spacer there, and then I just need to nick the edge off here, so I need to take that to about, just take the edge off that one. There should do it. Not quite enough. It's not an exact science. There we go. That'll do it. I can go into... And that bit can go into there. Somebody's tapping the shutter, so I'll see you in 1 second, guys. Right, sorry about that. Somebody wanted to speak to me. It was actually Joanne from Cyril and Joanne. They were looking for Jackie. So, this bit is now tiled. So tomorrow I will obviously grout it all up, and then it'll just be a little bit of black paint around there, a little bit of black paint there, and then jobs are good. And doesn't that look better already? So I've done that bit there. I think I'll do this side here as well. I'll probably do that tomorrow. And I may even do underneath there and underneath there to match with new posh tiles on the floor. Okay then, guys. I never actually ended up doing what I was meant to do today, but that's typical me. Slight change of plan. If you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks a lot for watching. So this is part 5. We're stretching this out a little bit, aren't we? So this is part 5 of a few. Obviously, I'll be finishing it all off. I've got over a week. I've got till they say the 5th of January to finish all these jobs off. And you say the burger bars, not far off it. It's only because I'm actually adding bits onto the job there, which I didn't actually need to do. That bit I needed to do, which is now done. And now these things there. And obviously I'll change the coffee machine when I get back. But these are, there's several jobs. There's must do, which is that and the floor in the burger, in the bingo. And nice to do. Now I'm doing some nice to do tiling here. Okay guys, if you like this video, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks a lot for watching and bye for now.